All right, hey guys, Delt here. We are going to be playing a viewer build today. Spooky Sniper Carry and Support build version 3. This is basically just a gun build, and like early on, you really just can kind of see that. He does get kinetic dash, which I think is interesting in a gun build, just for more fire rate and ammo on the next reload. So see, we do that, and we get 3 more shots, basically. Early on, this isn't the strongest, but he does get Tesla bullets. And this just helps us to be able to farm a lot easier, because as we're hitting things, it's going to be going around and hitting different enemies too. So it does increase the ability to do camps, more specifically tier 2 camps, because this still sucks. Just because it has so much health and Ivy really just wants items to be able to scale. All right, after this, we go even more into core bullet items with bullet resist shredder, Titanic mag, and burst fire. Personally, I think getting burst fire first is more important. I don't know if this is like a build in this exact order type of build for sure, but I think burst fire, just to fill that extra slot, would be better first, and then getting Titanic meg after would be better. And then he goes into Fleetfoot, and a lot of people think Fleetfoot's really weird on Ivy specifically, because you already have the passive for it. We're already going to be running at our normal speed while we're shooting. It does give us an active for 3% more speed and ammo. So now we're up to 91 ammo. The more important part about this is giving 25% slide distance, and this is giving 50% slide distance. So if we get rid of our Fleetfoot and say we start right here, yeah, with our front foot on the edge of the line, dash, jump, dash, and slide, and we're getting to about directly past the enemy there.
We live in interesting
with Fleetfoot, if we do the same thing, we get a tiny bit further. This doesn't really show the best from just a regular dash slide, but from a dash jump slide, you get pretty far. So that was with Fleetfoot, and this is without it. Oh, hold on, need to make sure it's the same. Again, it's not the biggest distance, but it is useful. I personally would rather get like active reload, because that much of a slide difference doesn't, in my mind, really matter the most. But we're gonna be going with the build, and I just want to talk about like my personal thoughts before it, and that's just sort of my thought between these two things. Like, just getting burst fire is probably fine enough. Fleetfoot for the more sliding doesn't really matter the most, but it is also giving you that extra move speed too, so that maybe makes a difference. No, not really. Okay, yeah, so we're just getting extra move speed from this and a very small amount of slide distance, and then we get spear stamina.
Right place.
It's cool. Don't think it's the most needed, but it's cool. Getting our sprint boots upgraded, I think, would have been a little bit more important first, but I'm just following the order of this, and we're gonna go return fire next. Again, order wise, I would probably get this before Titanic mag, just because it does a lot for us in most games. We're gonna be returning 60% bullet damage and 30% spirit damage. And it's also going to give 20% conditional bullet resist whenever we proc it. And it's a pretty low cooldown. Let's just make sure we actually see what the cooldown is here. 30 seconds. So you could use this like once, maybe twice a fight, depending on how aggro you are. And we get enduring speed and improved cooldown to lower the cooldown of these and all of our abilities. He also has intensifying mag here. With the idea of this build being I want to slide around, never have to reload kind of thing, I don't know how I feel about intensifying mag, because notice that every time we dash, jump, and slide, we're restarting how we fire. Like, we're restarting our fire. We're stopping shooting. And the whole point of intensifying mag is to basically shoot through your entire mag. It increases weapon damage as you continuously fire. So if I just sat here and did this, we're slowly getting more damage. But if I'm gonna be sliding and then shooting and then I want to slide again, it's resetting every time we stop shooting. So I don't necessarily know if intensifying mag is the best item for this. Vampiric Burst is really great, and I do think that's a good pickup late on in the game, and maybe even putting this up in front after Toxic Bullets and getting rid of intensifying mag would be better. Or even just buying like Lucky Shot. That would give you more damage while you're sliding rather than having to stop shooting and resetting it every single time. If you wanted a cheaper like 3,000 item, Heroic Aura is also pretty amazing with Ivy, because you just get a ton of fire rate between that and your 2, and then you add in Heroic Aura too, and you're just like a little fire rate demon. But yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about intensifying mag specifically in this build. Like if we had active reload or Quicksilver instead of Fleetfoot, I think it would be a bit better. And then we're just going to be getting Toxic Bullets. Fair enough. Get a little bit of healing reduction on the enemies. I do think this might be better a little bit earlier into the game, because people are going to be getting online. Like healing booster is only a 1250 item, and that's a lot of added healing. Leech is a good weapon or a good item. I feel like with Ivy, you could either build Leech or Siphon Bullets. I often prefer Siphon Bullets because this doesn't get cut by heal reduction. This is just you're stealing health. You're not healing from it. You're just taking the enemy's health. Leech can be cut by heal reduction, and it's not. It's still good. It gives you a ton of good stats. I do think Vampiric Burst before Leech is better. This is giving you more damage in general. It's giving you more fire rate, and it's giving you 80% bullet lifesteal compared to the 32% this is giving you. The cooldown reduction is a good bonus, but I feel like just getting Vampiric Burst earlier on and then getting this later would be better. It's really hard to say with these 6,200 items just because they're so expensive. Like, we're at 2,800 here, and we need to go up to 3,400 for a big increase. And I think just getting the damage more often than not, when you're trying to be like a carry damage dealer, it's probably better. All right, and then we have Surge of Power. I'm assuming we put this on the 1. This just gives us more move speed whenever we use our kudzu. We could also put it on the 2. Putting it on the 2 would be good in that there's no animation for it, but we get the usefulness of it less often, especially once we get our points into the 2, because this is just going to be, I can't level it up when Watcher's Covenant's going, but getting 2 points in it also increases move speed. So you could just use this and start zooming then. Cooldown finish. You could just use this and start really zooming then. So I'm probably gonna put it on the 2, even though I feel like it's supposed to go on the 1. And then we have Arcane Surge, and I was told that this is to make our 2 last longer. So we go in, and this is basically a very long 2 duration, and we're supposed to be sliding around during all that, but if we're trying to get the most out of intensifying mag, we really shouldn't. And then Improved Spirit, Boundless Spirit, which might seem a little weird, but it is increasing our fire rate and bullet lifesteal on our 2, which I think is the point of the item. It's also, if you ever look at Boundless Spirit, it's just a ton of good stats. It gives weapon damage, move speed, health regen, bonus health, and spirit power. It's giving you everything you're ever gonna want, and it's just a good item. It's just very expensive because you need to get 3,500 and then 6,200. So basically going from our second bias, where we're at 2,100, this line alone is worth double what we spent the rest of the game, which kind of feels bad sometimes. Just because it starts to feel like we're not getting any upgrades anymore, and a lot of builds do this. but when you're at this point and you have all these open items, sometimes you just want to fill them. Sometimes you don't really care about getting the absolute best core items, and it's fine to just like grab slowing hex or duration extender or just something that will help you do very slightly more for your team in a fight, rather than just getting the absolute perfect build.
Pleasure to serve the savior of
I will say, if a game ever goes long enough to give you 55,000 and you're tethering to 2 people, you heal an absolute ton. So that's the definite good thing about this, but like once you get it online, it's really strong. Just getting it there sometimes feels really difficult. All right, and then the order of the skills in the build, which I'll probably just follow exactly how it is. The only thing that I want to say is we're maxing our Watcher's Covenant first, which, in my opinion, this is probably so we're team fighting and healing and giving more fire rate and lifesteal to more people. But just silencing the enemies for 4.5 seconds is really strong, and I feel like leveling this first in a build is probably better than leveling Watcher's Covenant first. Could be wrong, but I feel like this gives a whole lot more utility than just healing a bit more and giving one more person a bit more fire rate. Anyway, the order for the build, we're taking our 1 first, and then we're gonna grab our 1 and level both of them. This gives us 2 charges and 10% more fire rate. Then we're gonna grab our 3 and level it twice. It's giving it a minus 19 second cooldown. This is usually what I like to level up first if possible, just because that minus 19 second cooldown in lane does give a lot more healing and a lot more survivability. But I understand the idea of leveling Kudzu first because it's just helping you keep lane prio. And then after that, we're going to grab our ultimate and put 1 point into it for the 20% bullet resist on enemies. And then we level up our 2 all the way, level up our 4 all the way, level up our 3, and finish our 1. All right, and at this point, I've probably played about 5 to 10 games with this build, and it is strong if you're able to get to late game. But my biggest problem with it, the biggest downside that I was seeing, is that in the early to mid game, you really just don't do much. You have a lot of open slots that could be potential for more damage or for more sustain, and the biggest downside of this build that I was noticing is that you have no health, you have no defensives, and without getting those, you're kind of just not able to use the insane healing that you get because you just kind of get one shot anyway. I would definitely want to add more defensives to this build, or even just like a healing booster to make your 3 be able to scale really well. But all in all, it's definitely a solid build, especially like I said before, when you're able to get to those late game items like the Vampiric Burst and the Leech, even though they're getting reduced by healing reduction, because at that point everyone probably has something, it's still being able to do a lot for you.
No, Ivy. I'm not Switch.
All right, well, I was trying to get a swap from the enemy team, or from one of our teammates, but nobody wanted to. So we're just gonna have to play this as a solo lane against Kelvin, which compared to our other options isn't the worst, but still don't like solo laning on Ivy. Took a ton of damage there when I didn't need to, but it's fine. That hit me still? Oh, I'm so dead now. I had to reload too. I should have just punched. Alright, I'm doing my 3. I know that's against what the build says to do, but I need it, and I'm grabbing extra regen.
Survival is paramount.
Solo leaning.
They think
These are dangerous times.
I was hoping to have 500 from that.
Unprepared.
I'll do my part.
All right, it's at least something there. Get our basic mag. We are even somehow. I should have parried there. Oh well.
You're going down.
We can take our one now. Arctic beam is so cool.
Block that off the Knickerbocker.
Arctic beam is so cool, dude.
Now.
Oh my goodness, dude. I thought that my 3 would have dodged the thing and I would have stunned him and I played it wrong. That's so sad. My guardian is dying. I only died once. That was a big mistake on my end.
It's not fancy, but it gets the job done.
And all I needed to do there to live was to parry instead of pressing 3. That's the frustrating part.
Let me help. I'm here.
Guys, I'm gonna beam him. I'm gonna beam him from high up. Get ready. Oh, he ulted me. Too strong.
You can.
Try to heal off of our covenant. Heal off that. I might buy healing booster this game, dude.
A boon from your patron.
Slowing them. I got this.
I got more where that came from.
Kinetic dash. Make sure we don't get hit by the bomb.
Now's our chance. Rapid throw.
And sprint boots.
This story isn't over yet.
We don't really have the best clear yet, but might as well try for it. While our wave's pushed. Taking way too much damage, never mind.
Lashes on the bridge.
Level up our 3 again.
We're in this together. I don't think so.
He just punched again, dude? Was not expecting him to do that. I thought he was gonna try to back up with it.
Good work, Abrams.
And the worst part of this build right here right now is that I'm saving up for Tesla, which takes so long in the early game. So this guy's gonna keep getting stronger, and I'm just gonna be sitting here not really able to do anything for a bit. And I don't feel like I'm strong enough yet to really be doing that.
Los detuvo.
Yep. Backing up from that.
Our green walker is under attack.
They're not bringing me down.
He's healing because he can.
The spirit earth waits you to be slain.
Get me out of there again. Oh, that was awkward.
Take the fight to them.
Headed to farm.
Defeated. Our blue guardian has been defeated.
My goodness.
Rapid growth. This story isn't over yet.
My parry was still on cooldown? Well, it's okay. We're losing,
Our walker is under attack.
but our team's doing fine, which means I could maybe come back once we get Tesla, which is literally right now.
Let's stick together.
Yeah, no, we're not even strong enough to kill a dynamo at this point. Like, that's the worst part of this build, I think. If I spent this 3 to 4k on other items, I would be so much stronger. Like, maybe just getting return fire earlier would be good. I don't know.
Hey, you're making history.
Something needed to be different. Just not sure what it is.
Our yellow walker is under attack.
Not going down without a fight.
I need to back up for the wave.
Our yellow walker is under attack.
Losing to a dynamo feels really bad too. Like, so weak at this point.
I got you. We're in this together. ¿Creen que están ganando?
We didn't dodge the rip. Alright, so yellow wave is getting pushed pretty hard here. Brother. I was fine, but thank you, I guess. He probably started it, to be fair.
I'm doing what I can. You're dead.
Let's take out 7.
My goodness,
Our
my
yellow
aim.
walker is under attack.
You can't hurt me.
Headed to purple.
I'll slow him down. Now chance.
Our green walker is under attack.
Great job.
Our green walker has been destroyed.
Let's push yellow.
I'm gonna skip bullet resist and just get burst fire since we have almost 4k.
Little bit of advice. Don't get caught.
Push this wave out and then I can start clearing the camps.
I'll get him.
As our team is once again dying to everyone.
Last will learn a painful lesson in humility.
Let's go for a ride.
Blue walker is under attack.
I got it.
I'm so dead now. Okay, we got out. Somehow. It's definitely slowing the rotation, which is sad, but whatever.
The urn is
Couldn't have gotten far.
I see dynamo.
I'm doing what I can. Take the fight to them.
our purple walker is under attack.
Not fighting him when our purple walker is getting destroyed.
Spirit urn is waiting to be drained.
I'll get him.
Headed to yellow.
Don't mind the blood on that. It's gently used.
Wait, do we not have game? What is happening?
Someone's gonna be bleeding.
Gotta get the return fire at the very least. This is the only defensive in the build too, which I'm starting to realize is not working out the best.
Hope you don't mind the pickup.
A 7 leaving?
Necesitas mucho más que eso para matarme.
There's a Mirage there now too. What do?
Tap into my power.
I'll carry my friends.
Our team is just continually dying.
Our yellow walker is under attack. Our yellow walker has been destroyed.
Are we fighting? Are we just running? They're not doing any damage.
You know what's going to happen the moment you pick to fight with a lash.
I walked behind the team to help them, but I don't know, dude. Our team was able to get it, so that's cool.
Ready to fly?
With none of you rise to the challenge.
The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
I need this to work.
Yeah, I have no healing without heal bane either. Or healing booster, sorry.
Slowing down.
Come on up. Just fully wasted a kudzu. Cool. Instead of staying here forever, I'm just pushing the wave and leaving.
Careful, Ivy.
Okay.
I see Mirage.
Time is running out on the rejuvenator.
I see Lash.
Somebody's behind me too. I actually need to leave.
See me now.
Must endure.
Need a lift?
Death comes. Our purple walker is under attack.
I genuinely just feel like I'm useless. I don't know.
Tell you what, I'll throw in a free keychain.
I'll get it.
Our purple walker.
I'll do my part.
I see Kelvin.
Everyone ready to fly? I'll slow it down. Mr. Viva!
It would appear that I'm on a roll, yes?
We need to move as one. Rampant growth.
The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
They're not bringing me down. Katsuban!
The enemy's enemies have breached our stronghold.
Attack now! They took that base. That hurt.
I'm dead.
The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
Last one standing.
Mid-boss has arrived.
Don't say it.
Cool.
Let's stick together.
Such
Is this still a guardian, dude?
I wish.
No.
Slow it down. I'm not finished yet. I got you. Tirando espinas. They took that shield.
If you like that, I got some other stuff that fell off the truck.
Just come in.
Necesito una viva.
We only have one shrine left.
Nice work. You'll be
Our defenses are crumbling. We need
not so fast.
enemies have breached our stronghold.
You can bully people. Doing what? All right. Elegiste la pelea equivocada.
Cool, we did things.
Bacon, hope you don't mind the pickup. Throwing Katsu. Venga, viva.
Oh, just wait till I get it going. Headed to park.
You got expensive taste. I love it.
I'm with you.
The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
Tirando esquina. Need a lift?
Our team is constantly just over pushing and dying, dude.
Good work. Going shopping could be a game changer.
The rejuvenator is descending.
Myself.
Hello, rate of fire.
Alright, that was a little excessive, Bebop. Like, there was no point in that at all. Our team stole the rejuvenator again, so that's really awesome.
Let's stick together.
Headed to purple.
I'll do my part. We're in this together.
Let me show y'all how it's done.
I'm just saving for Leech at this point.
Let's go for a ride.
Should be able to catch one of them here.
Keep this going.
For much longer.
I think I just beat up Sophie's professor.
We got the parry into the kill at least. I will definitely take a death like that. I don't really... It's fine, I'll just buy it. I don't think Fleetfoot is the move, but it's in the build and I want to stick solely to the build, so let's do it. Honestly, instead of buying Fleetfoot there, I can't do it, dude. I'm sorry. I need spirit armor here. Like, there's no way I don't buy spirit armor here. The only other thing that would be considered is like divine barrier, and their team's doing things, so that's good. I'll push out blue, then see if I can maybe get over to them again. I should just die, right? Yeah.
I got you.
They killed Pocket? Pop our big damage. I'm just dead here again, huh?
They took out Abrams.
That's what I'm feeling about the build though. Like, I just don't have enough health to really like use the healing.
They took out.
Pull back.
And then it ends up just feeling like I'm not able to stay in the fight long enough, you know? Like, just one ability and I have to full leave. Don't you freaking dare, dude.
Enemies have breached our stronghold.
Let me help. ¿Creen que están ganando?
Rip. Yeah. No build would have changed that, but like reactive barrier maybe, or like,
Has arrived.
I don't know. This game wasn't lost because of the build, but it just, I feel like it took me too long to get online to be able to do anything. With the meta the way that it is right now, we definitely need more tankiness. So like even just going like frenzy would be helpful. Even though this is like spirit based, I feel like that would be better than some of the things that we have. They're doing mid boss. Rip. And I don't think anyone's going to be able to get there in time this time.
Rejuvenator is descending.
Conseguiré.
But we could at least fight. We actually got it.
Good work.
Shears of chaos amongst the amber.
Cool.
Throwing katsu.
Why are we drawing on the map there? We're doing this here.
Tear the amber hand asunder. Time has come to summon.
I think we still have rejuve. We fight here.
Pick up.
I think they're all respawning now.
We have rejuve.
Let me help.
Maybe we go
Keep fighting. Keep fighting. We have rejuve.
Keep this going.
GG.
You have honored our pact, and now
All right, cool. We actually won that game, which is absolutely crazy. We should not have won that game. But we scaled enough to where hopefully we did some damage. We really didn't do much until the end of the game. Yeah, 30,000, and I feel like just out of curiosity. So I feel like it's kind of hard to see from this because it's just showing the damage we did to each player rather than just like a graph of our damage overall. But as you can see, like at the end of it, around like the 30-minute mark, we definitely spiked and started doing more damage. And then again at about 38 minutes, we spiked again, and that one was very much more significant than the one before. We really didn't team fight a lot because half the time I started to rotate over to a team fight, our teammates just died immediately. But even with that, like our damage didn't really start to increase significantly until the end of the game. So that's why I was giving a little disclosure before that this build is really strong once you get there, but until you get there, it's kind of, it feels a little bit weaker, and I think just making more defensive options would probably help that out. As always, I hope you all enjoyed the gameplay, and if you want to send me more builds to try out, I'm totally down. I'm not trying to like bash them or anything, just trying to be as helpful as I can. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the game, and I hope to see you next time. Peace.